the reason why Bitcoin is strong, it has weathered a lot of political attacks. Like, for example, it was banned in China, but it was still here. It got hacked one time, it's still here. And there are a lot of cryptocurrencies, but it commands, about 60% of the crypto market. And I think that just gives confidence, if you're an investor, then, well, I guess Bitcoin is king, because even with all those other cryptocurrencies.
Okay guys, we're back with Yusel Maximo. In the first video, we talked about how he became sobrang yaman because of trading US markets. And what he disclosed was he's also into Bitcoin. And we've done several videos about Bitcoin, but there's a lot of interesting insights also that he could add to the table, that he could also share. That I hope it helps you understand Bitcoin more. Because this is what I believe, Yusel. In terms of Bitcoin, it's still early. It's very, very early pa. It's just like Facebook in 2004, that people know what it is but they don't really know what it is. Parang ganon. They don't know that how big it could it be. So there's a lot of content that we put out about Bitcoin, but in your own words, what's the best way for you to explain Bitcoin, especially to people who don't understand what it is? So siguro I'll lay the groundwork already. It's digital money, but currency is not anymore dollar, it's not anymore euro, it's not anymore something that's issued by a central bank. It's something that's made out of code. Okay, so go.
Okay, so basically Bitcoin is digital money. It's a digital store of money. So, and the good thing about Bitcoin is it's decentralized. So the difference with, like, for example, a Philippine peso or a US dollar, or a Philippine peso is controlled by a central bank. So the money supply, so like, for example, how many money is circulating in an economy, it's all decided by a central bank. Like, for example, in the Philippines, it's Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. In the US, it's Fed. But with Bitcoin, the difference is it's decentralized, meaning nobody controls it. Nobody can increase its supply just by themselves. So because it's hard-coded to have just about 21 million worth of Bitcoin. So it has a cap. So that's the main idea between Bitcoin. And maybe some people are asking, why is it important? Actually, the reason why it was made in the first place was back in the 2008 US market crash. One of the reasons for that was there were tons of credits and tons of money supply. When the bubble popped, it all crashed. That was the macroeconomic forces happening at that time when Bitcoin was made.
A lot of people are saying, bili ka Bitcoin ngayon para yayaman ka. What's your comment on that?
I believe in it, actually, because I think it has tons of potential in the future. The perspective I'm looking at it is, a lot of people are comparing it to gold. Because so gold right now, the market capitalization of gold is about $8 trillion US. So $8 trillion US. And the reason why investors buy gold is because they want to protect their money from inflation. Or like, if the economy is bad, they run to gold because for them, gold is a store of value that's not very volatile. And it's a store of wealth. Bitcoin right now, it's only about 170 billion market capitalization. So the premise of why it would go up is because, let's say 10% of people convert from gold to Bitcoin, then that's a lot. That could wrap the price up already, because right now if more people believe in it and if more investors become confident in it, then would actually move their money there as a store of wealth. And that's one of the reasons why I think it would go up.
If I remember it properly, around March lang, it was around 5,000, diba? Ngayon it's around 9.3. It's around 9.3.
Yeah, 9.3. Yeah.
For people who want to hold, they call it HODL, diba? HODL.
Yeah, HODL.
People want to hold on to it for, say, 10 years at 9.3. Is it something worth getting into right now? Or has the ship sailed that you should have gone in 3 years ago when it was below 5,000?
A lot of people actually with different predictions of how the price could go up. Some people think it could go to 50,000. Some people think that it could go to 100,000. And And actually, their math makes sense. Like using that capitalization math. If you think about it, if 10% of gold buyers or gold investors, transfer their money to Bitcoin, then right away that's equivalent to a price of about 90,000, 80 to 90,000 right now. Because, and the reason for that is because Bitcoin has limited supply. You cannot increase it beyond 21 million Bitcoins. That's why it could really stay at that price. So, but then again, it's all speculation as well. There are many camps between it. There are Bitcoin haters and there are also Bitcoin believers.
A lot of people are asking this. What's the difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash? Why did people have to make different types of cryptocurrencies? And as you all know, it's not just Bitcoin that's a cryptocurrency. There's so much out there, from Ethereum to Ripple, and then there's Litecoin. There's also have you heard of Bitcoin SV?
I think I've heard, but I'm not familiar.
Bitcoin Cash is one of it's not as big as Bitcoin, but it has also a large market cap as well.
The history is Bitcoin was the first. So, but then when people saw the potential with Bitcoin, all of the other players tried to copy it and tried to make a better version of Bitcoin. So that's where Ethereum comes in. That's where Ripple comes in. So basically, the idea is to have a decentralized digital money. So that's why the space is quite big. I mean, big right now and flooded with a lot of new ones because they want to be Bitcoin as well. So Bitcoin started it. It's mostly the same technology, the same principle behind it. Kunyari sa Lazada, tapos kumita, edi yung iba gaya na rin. So Bitcoin Cash, it was actually originally Bitcoin. Because the thing about Bitcoin is it's actually open source. Along the way, there were disagreements on how they wanted the direction to go with Bitcoin. So what happened was there was a fork that happened. They split Bitcoin into two. So it became Bitcoin and then Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin is the original technology. Bitcoin Cash is like more of like the ones with a bit of improvements. Kasi one of the problems with Bitcoin is it wasn't built that much to scale. That's why transactions are taking 30 minutes. But with Bitcoin Cash, they kind of fixed it as well. But then there was a lot of debate between original Bitcoin proponents and Bitcoin Cash proponents naman. What the original Bitcoin developers were saying about Bitcoin Cash is there's a lot of security issues or whatever. So there's a lot of debate, and what they did, they just separated.
Is that possible also that sometime in the future there will be another disagreement and then Bitcoin again will be
that's why
again?
Yeah, that's the Bitcoin VND. If along the way there's another disagreement, then they fork again.
How does that assure someone of its value if anytime it can also be forked, halved, or the value can be tweaked when people have disagreements?
It's up to you because, like, for example, before with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, what happened when they forked, they split the coins into Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So some people, what they did, the moment they received their Bitcoin Cash, they converted it back to Bitcoin or they held on it. So it's up to you actually, if you believe in the fork or not.
Do you think we will come to a point where you go to Starbucks, you have your phone, and then you want to go and buy your coffee, you pay via Bitcoin? Do you think that will happen sometime soon?
What I think actually is like, it could be not Bitcoin, it could be any cryptocurrency because it's just more convenient. Like, especially on international transactions where there's a lot of rules, banking takes a week before your money comes in.
Another question is, do people wait until that currency will come out, or would it be better to just bet on just Bitcoin? Because in market cap wise, it's still the biggest.
Actually, along the years, there are a lot of contenders. But time and time again, the reason why Bitcoin is strong, it has weathered a lot of political attacks. Like, for example, it was banned in China, but it was still here. It got hacked one time, it's still here. And there are a lot of cryptocurrencies, but it commands, about 60% of the crypto market. And I think that just gives confidence. If you're an investor, then, well, I guess Bitcoin is king because even with all those other cryptocurrencies.
As someone who trades Bitcoin or someone who likes to store stuff in Bitcoin, what do you think is the biggest risk for people when they swap their currencies to Bitcoin? Anything that they need to know if they would want to get into this?
It's so volatile. It's still so volatile because it's in its early stages. So if you don't time it right, for example, if you buy it at a higher price, then you might get spooked with the up and down movements, and you might end up selling when it goes.
If you buy at 93, it goes to 5,000, should you panic or okay lang to? It's gonna come back.
So the Bitcoin community would always say HODL. That's what they do, and for a lot of times, it's been working for them because even in the early stages of Bitcoin, it was like, for example, from $100 it went to 1,000, then it went back to 200, but they just kept on holding it, and then now it's 9,000. But I guess again, nobody knows the future, but every investment is a risk unless you have conviction. You believe in it.
Okay, I wanted to address this also because there's a lot of scams in the Philippines that you put your money, they say it's Bitcoin, and then may recruitment. Okay, okay, for those who are watching this that really don't watch a lot of financial information or channels, for those who don't know anything about investing, what's the easiest way for them to determine that it's a scam, it's a Bitcoin scam?
If it's too good to be true, it's not true.
Okay. There's a lot saying, oh, you put it here, we're gonna use it for mining, and then when we earn, you earn also.
Again, if it's too good to be true, like if they can promise like a lot, like I don't know, 20% per week, then it's too good, diba? Then banks should be fighting for that to be in there. So I think you need a little bit of wisdom on that. Just really check on it, how they're doing it. Don't just part with your capital. Protect it. Always protect your capital.
And guys, for people watching this, please do note that if it's Bitcoin, they don't come to you. No one offers Bitcoin to you. It's something like any financial product. You need to have a platform for it, but no one is recruiting you to go and invest in Bitcoin. And it's not guaranteed also.
The easiest way to buy Bitcoin right now is coins.ph. That's what I know. I don't know if there are other brokers right now, but if it's not that, maybe it's a scam.
Okay.
It's a random name.
Final words for people who want to dabble into Bitcoin.
Again,
they can be as rich as you.
I'm not rich yet. I hope that's a prophecy.
By the way, before you put that ending statement, you said kanina that when there's trouble, people flock into gold as a safe haven. Said that.
Yeah.
Right? Ako, when I'm in trouble, I flock to my wife because she's my safe haven. Okay, go.
Wow.
Go.
Tamis. So again, I think my word of advice is always know what you're investing in. I mean, know what the intricacies is. Don't even invest if you don't know what it is. So do your own research, study it, know how it works, know how it operates. Because again, trading is a competition. Like you're competing against other traders as well. And if you don't know what you're trading and they know what you're trading, then you're already losing the game right at the start.
Just so you know, this should have been another stock session where I'm answering questions. Pero sobrang galing yung sa Bitcoin, so might as well talk about Bitcoin for this session. So siguro the title for this video is How to Make Billions in Bitcoin by Yusel Maximo. so I guess that's it, guys. So,
that's probably a scam.
I hope you guys got a lot from this, and please remember this. Just so you know, there's no such thing as a perfect investment. There's no best investment out there. Also, that you put your any investment will work. Forex, bonds, stocks, mutual funds, UITFs, REITs, ETFs, cryptocurrencies. They all will work as long as it's legal. However, what will make you money is not in the asset. What will make you money is the skills that you place in it. That's why it's never get rich quick, because you need to build the skills. Because you will see a lot of people make a lot of money from bonds. You will see a lot of people make money from real estate and cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. It's just one avenue also, but do not just get into it just because there's an opportunity. Do not just get into it because you think it's slow. You always have to get into it because you know what you're getting into. Because if you don't know what you're getting into, no matter what the opportunity is, you will still lose money. Because anything will do well. Buy Facebook stock, buy Google stock, buy Amazon stock, buy Ayala Corp stock, buy the euro, or buy British pound up against this particular currency. There's so many opportunities, but you just need to know what you're getting into. And I hope this video somehow shed light on Bitcoin, because we don't really talk about Bitcoin in this channel. But again, if you like more of Bitcoin, comment Bitcoin below, or comment I want you sell, tapos papabalikin natin siya dito. Sobrang di ko alam kung kaya natin kasi sobrang yaman niya, mahal yung oras niya. So, let's see kung makakabalik siya. But I hope you guys got a lot from this. Giselle, thank you for your time, and trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.